when you're memorizing things, it indicates that you don't understand them, or that sort of, rote memorization and regurgitation masquerading as wisdom, because people use fluency as a proxy for truthfulness and insight. They use the complexity of your language and your communication.
I think it's the mark of a charlatan to explain a simple thing in a complex way.
Yeah.
And so when you see people using very complicated language to explain simple things, they're either trying to impress you and obfuscate, or they don't understand it themselves.
But there's an allure in that, though. This was one of the things I had to do when I went to therapy. It's kind of an interesting, I don't think I've talked about this before. I needed to turn off podcast Chris when I stepped into therapy, because most of the time that I spend one-on-one in a deep conversation that's undistracted throughout the week, I'd trained myself over, when I started doing it, 700 episodes, now 900 and whatever. And I knew what I could do to say to this therapist to just sort of veer off a little and create some nice story, put a bow on it, push it across the table and watch your eyes light up a little bit, like a little grin or a self-deprecating joke or whatever. I'm like, you're not here. You're performing. You're doing this. You're doing the Chris Williamson thing with the sort of jazz hands.
So I have my own version.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, so you have podcast Chris.
Uh-huh.
I have podcast guest Naval.
Right? Precise.